my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw for this new moon in Gemini, waxing to full in Capricorn, June 2021. I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You can call me Mal Virgs. Hey! Virgo sun sign. Yeah, I just did the Leo read. That was intense. I'm Virgo sun. My Libra, Venus is in Libra. So yeah, this is the gamut for me. Trying to keep myself out of the reads, but my gods, don't let me get away with that. I guess it's a unity consciousness thing. What you gonna do? So let's get down to business, and then we'll get down to business. This is a 5-card draw, 1 card from 7 different decks to get you the clues, tips, and hints that you need. That's why in the description box it's called a What Do I Need read, asking the divine what you need for a specific timeline. We are looking at the new moon in Gemini on Thursday, June 10th, 6:53 a.m. It's a little early for a new moon. It's a dark moon up until that point, so be aware of that. And it goes void, of course, 1:36 p.m. So teeny tiny itty bitty little window on a Thursday, right? To do your intention work, whatever you're going to do for new moon, spell work, any of that. But it does go into Cancer the next day, Friday, June 11th, 3:23 a.m. This is Eastern time. I am in New York, and you know, New Yorkers are so bashful about where they're from. But then we are looking at a waxing moon read, right? So to build, to grow, to increase, to attract, right? To the full moon in Capricorn, which is a very, very stable full moon, right? The sun will be in Cancer at that point. It's always the opposite sign. If you ever want to know what sign the full moon is in, it's in the opposite of the sun. Like, so Cancer sun, Capricorn moon. So yeah, on the 24th, 2:40 p.m. So we have 2 weeks to build this. Now, I will say these reads, they started off as like other reads I do, 7-card draws, 8-card draws, but my guides really shifted it up for the new moons. 5-card draw, 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints. We're doing 4 oracles and 1 healing system, but we're also doing them in the order of fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. 5 magical elements, 5 elements of manifestation, whatever you want to call it. So my clients call this spell kit. Spell kit, right? For my witchy poos out there, the magically inclined, but certainly you take this however you want to do it. Otherwise, something I've been saying a lot in my videos lately, for all the readers on YouTube, I will never understand why anyone would do a thumbs down on a reading on YouTube. It's a general read. It's either not your reading and you don't like it, so you're thumbing it down, or it is your reading and you don't like what it says, right? And so you're taking it out on the reader. Don't kill the messenger, darlings. Right? And I know Virgos, we watch the most videos on YouTube for readings. How do I know that? Well, how many readers have purely Virgo channels, right? So I know you guys don't do that, but spread the word to your friends, right? In fact, even if it doesn't resonate, thumbs up anyway, because it circulates it in the algorithm, and maybe somebody who needs it finds it, right? So there, that's my soapbox. Not that I use soap, you know, it's very drying, at least on my face. Give me something glycerin-based, please. Some Neutrogena would be lovely. That being said, it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box with other links. And if you want to book me, it's easy as pie. Find me on Instagram. All the links are in the description box, right? Facebook, you can drop me a private message there, as well as Twitter at ProfWitch, because people have been sending me emails to my drawingthecircle@gmail.com account. It's getting stuck in the spam filter, and I'm getting it like 2 or 3 days afterwards. So if you want to book me, it's easier, and we can do it on Zoom, which is recordable. The quality's not as good as Facebook Messenger video call, but that's not recordable, so blah blah blah. We figure all that out. All right, enough. I'm done explaining. Last thing I always have to say, though, all I can ask from anybody watching any of my readings is both feet on the floor. If you can, just stay grounded. Virgos, we're earth signs. We're pretty much halfway there all the time anyway. Focus on your breath, if you will, to kind of calm and center the mind as well, and I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace for, let's call it what it is, a new moon in Gemini, while Mercury is in retrograde in Gemini. Yeah, and Saturn retrograde, and Uranus is retrograde. I don't know, I hear they have a cream for that now. Anyway, let's get down to business, because it's been a very mystical morning. So let me do what I do. Please take a nice deep breath. We're going to start with the magical spell card by Lucy Cavendish, and you just have to say her name that way. She's a good lass. I like her. I like her magical spell cards a lot. Here we go. Element of fire. I call upon my ancestors of magic, of miracles, and of mysticism. Please, what is the magical spell card to indicate the proper focus of the element of fire, will, desire, what it is we yearn for, what it is we burn for, what it is we very much start when we think about casting or praying or doing manifestational work for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading from this new moon in Gemini to full in Cap. Isn't it just our favorite word? Abundance, abundance, abundance. An abundance of what? Well, you got a little goddess energy here. A little goddess energy. Goddess of abundance divine. Let me thrive. Let fortune be mine. Okay. I'm down with that. So, you know, we're not just talking about an abundance of time or an abundance of space. We're talking about an abundance of fortune. Now, fortune ain't just financial. You know, good fortune, good luck, that kind of stuff, which is all about timing, right place, right time. So this could be, you know, there's a card of fertility in here already. Somebody already got that. Aries got that. This is really about conjuring that which you have sown. Right, that the seeds that you've already planted, but to kind of say you're calling upon the goddess of abundance divine. Now, that's the divine feminine energy. You just want to take that right there. That's enough. Maiden Mother Crone, if you want to go there. But if we're talking about the goddess of abundance divine, for me, that's Demeter. You'll love her when you meet her, then you grind her up and eat her, and that's good enough for me. Give me that old-time religion. It's hysterically funny, old folk song. So I'm liking this a lot, and it's very element of earth, which I dig. Definitely this feels more earthy than an abundance of ideas. So let's ground that a little bit further with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Whatever this crystal is, if you don't have it, it's fine. You can get something similar to it, nor do you actually need one. Maybe it's just the message in the bookie book, which I have to say is oracular. I've had my clients call back and go, yo, man, that amethyst stone. I was like, I know. Please take a nice deep breath. The voices, the presence, the guidance, the grace, the wisdom of Archangel Ariel, my personal archangelic lineage. I am an Arielite. Archangel, please, my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the three archangels of the North powers of Earth. The Archangel of Lyons. My name is Mark Angelo. Please, one card in clarity, my beloved, for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the Crystal Oracle message? Maybe the stone they need to work with. Something's getting caught in my throat. Haven't been coughing all day. Did not cough in the Leo read. Please, what is this about? This feels throat chakra, like it's a choice, a will, a decision here. Element of earth, please, Ariel. What is the perfect healing crystal oracle here for the gems, this new to full? Oh, Chrysoprase. That's also a Discworld character by Terry Pratchett. He's a troll and a gangster. Hard rock. Chrysoprase. I think I have some Oh, I have Chrysocolla. I'm headed up to Saratoga in a couple of weeks to visit my parents. I'm going to be visiting the Magic Moon. I'm getting some. Because if I don't know I have it, I know I will. Chrysoprase. Chrysoprase. So there's no letter I in it. People say Chrysoprase. It's Chrysoprase. I was raised by a teacher. Cope. CHRO. Chrysoprase. Fertility. Right? I said Aries got the fertility card, so it's already indicated here because, I'm a gardener. I spend so much time out on my deck. DECK. Don't want to get demonetized. I have what's called a pot garden. Not that I'm growing herb. I can, I guess now. It's legal in New York. But, like pots of flowers and herbs and tomatoes and stuff like that. I'm very Italian. So that fertility, what's the point? You can't have abundance without a solid, fertile soil, right? Fertility, love, compassion, truth, and uplifting are the key words here. Chrysoprase helps open the heart center and allows you to feel the presence of divine unconditional love. I learned from Carolyn Mace, Anatomy of the Spirit, brilliant book, life changer for me, that the sacred truth of the heart chakra is love is divine power, right? A lot of times we think it's up here. Kingdom of Heaven is in the heart, darling, and I'm a witch, and I know that. And it's even in my book, Words of Grace. There's a whole, it's broken up by chakra. It goes from root to 8th chakra, and there's some other stuff thrown in there. So the grace of fortitude and the grace of healing, right? To really connect with that. You are entering a fertile period that will enable you to creatively express your true nature in a loving and compassionate way. Well, our true nature as Virgos are as virgins, but that doesn't mean sexually. To take the virgin vow means that no one will ever own me, right? Like virgin territory, virgin land, never been built on, never been owned. A bit wild, perhaps. But you know, like, it's like a stick of butter. If no one's cut into it, don't you love it when you get your own stick of butter, right? It doesn't have like breadcrumbs or like knife marks in it. You skeeve me? Yeah, I skeeve you. Stay away from my butter. I can't believe it's not butter. You get what I'm saying, right? So that is our true nature, that purity, that innocence that can never really be stolen because it's the core of who we are. And being able to express that, because when you are feeling safe in that, you can be we can be very loving and compassionate. Just don't cross us, all right? Through this, you will give birth to new ideas that reflect and align with your true essence. Lovely. For the creativity and the fertility and the abundance, this is working for me. All you would love to create, manifest, and achieve is now possible, provided you remain true to yourself. So there's a real authenticity here. And you see, that's the thing. When Virgos, when we compromise our integrity, because we are the virgin, it's very much about boundaries. And boundaries are not just about what you don't let in. It's about what you bind back. And in certain situations, it's absolutely necessary for us to cross our legs. We are the only sign that crosses its legs. Look at the symbol, right? To say, yeah, not for me. Right. I mean, I face this when you know, I'm trying to juggle clients and doing videos and the cat's in the house, and it's a lot. I mean, I'm the president of a corporation since 1998. It's a lot day to day. I don't really get days off. So I can say, well, you know, I could just, you know, do it from my phone and screw the music and all of that. And it's like, no. No, that is not authentic to who I am. So about being true to yourself. This is such a Virgo read. It's such a Virgo stone. Now I definitely have to get one. Listen to what your heart is saying and be guided by your intuition, and you will create the success and fulfillment you rightly deserve. Many wondrous experiences are in store for you. Wondrous, meaning that it's beyond what we can really imagine. So the more authentic we are, and we can be lovingly, I mean, I can defend a boundary so clearly in ways that people, you know, don't really realize I'm setting one until they do. Do you know what I mean? Unless they really push it. You know, Oprah did say, someone asks you to do something and you say no, and they ask you again, they're manipulating you, right? No, one no should be enough. So we've got abundance and fire, chrysoprase and earth. Let's look at air. Healing with the Angels Oracle. Please take a nice deep breath. As since we're already in the aerial vibe, I call to the angels and the archangels of the north, powers of earth, the aerialites, the urielites, and the aureolites. Please, one card in clarity. Element of air for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And watching this video, what is it we need to think about, focus upon, ponder, study, read about, write poetry about? Because there's definitely a creative fertility here. And for a waxing moon read, telling us that everything we want is possible now as long as we're true to ourselves. And this is going to be key for the mental part of Virgo while our planet Mercury is retrograde. Please, who's the healing angels we need to work with this new to full July 2021? I love it. Body care. I call to the angels of body care to guide me through not just the mental part of this, but for me to take care of myself in this vehicle that I appear to inhabit in this world as an eternal being, so that I can have the energy, clarity, and guidance felt within me. I mean, this definitely talked about intuition, to listen to your heart, but how easy is it to listen to your heart when your lower back is killing you? And that's my thing. Right, I've been betrayed a lot in this life, and now I'm beginning to really understand why. It never had anything to do with me. And I was like, oh, you gaslighter. You're afraid of me. And here I thought I had done something wrong. No, right? So that's an example of, you know what, my back does feel better. It's not all at once, right? But it's little by little by little. So listen to your body, right? Like I said, I cannot do these readings exhausted. Right? So I pray, I meditate, I nap in between. I make amazing coffee. I'm a potion witch, Pisces moon. So, you know, how you take care of yourself on this is very Virgo. And so instead of you like taking care of everybody else, which if you're pouring out your cup every day and there's nothing left for you, you're going to end up bitchy and resentful. Lord knows I know that. I was a minister. Yeah, never again. Well, people still call me Rev. Reverend Potty Mouth, that's me. You should have seen some of my old Sunday morning services are on the channel. Go look at that. I curse like a sailor. Let's just leave that there. So I love this. Abundance and fire, chrysoprase, right? That love, that compassion, that authenticity, but also that fertility and creativity, which links with that abundance. It's like your I'll say our at this point, our fire and our earth align, and then we've got another earth element here in a sense with that body care. Calling to the healing angels of body care are going to turn you on to some new things that you might not have tried before. Excuse me, my left contact lens wants a divorce. No, we're good, we're back together. Oh yay, I love you, we reconciled. Judgment card. Just really pay attention. Like right there, my body's like telling me something. And because I am a Virgo and an empath, sometimes my body, like I coughed before, is telling me something going on in the energy, and to pay attention to it. It has an intelligence of its own. The body heals itself, really, if, you know, you're in alignment. So, element of water, Whispers of Love Oracle. Now, this is the party turner, this one. Voices of the higher self, fifth dimension above, 8th chakra and above. But this could be like lovers, soulmate, something, and all of a sudden we're in a romantic read. So please take a nice deep breath. Right, element of water, right? The chrysoprase cards feels very water, right? That heart chakra emotional stuff. So please, the higher selves of all involved, perhaps myself included at this point, please, what is the whisper of love, piece of information, inspiration, and or insight you have for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, with abundance in their fire, chrysoprase in their earth, body care in their air? What's their element of water this new to full? Demonstrate love. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. And that's a Virgo staple, right? It's like, we will find out what you like down to the detail, right? Like I cook. I don't cook everything. I'm really good at soup, stews, sauces. I'm a potion witch, and boy, can I mix up cocktail. You won't even know there's alcohol in it until it's too late. It's a little roofy-ish, but you know what I mean. Really tasty. But this might also be part of what brings in this abundance, right? To open that heart chakra, to demonstrate love, right? Maybe even unto your own body, or if you are a caretaker or a caregiver to another as your work, come on, we sort of do it anyway, right? Even if you're the youngest in the family, you might be helping people emotionally do that, demonstrating love. But this is definitely an externalization, right? To demonstrate something, even if it's to yourself. So I'm going to say really good for a waxing moon. You don't have to like jump on this day one. Take the time, right? Goddess of abundance, divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Really digging it. All right, lovely read. Let's get our last card down. The card of spirit will be from the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn, and you can't see this. It's pastel in a bright light. These cards have been essential to me. I'll say helpful. I love his work. I say it all the time. I think he's a genius. We've never met. I don't think he knows who I am. Obviously, I know who he is. And I get no kickbacks. There's no one sponsoring me on the channel as of yet. Although, if I was going to take a sponsor on Overtone, so I could get some free stuff, some Overtone Purple for Brown, just saying. So let's find out what the Ascended Masters have to say. Now, at this point, I'm going to say General Assembly because abundance can mean so much. And it's not enough with demonstrate love for me to say that this is a specific soul contract read. So please take a nice deep breath. Well, this feels calming. I like this. Please, my Ascended Masters General Assembly, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra that us Virgos can use during a Mercury retrograde to help us heal. Please, what is the perfect mantra for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus on watching this video, receiving this reading? With the element of fire, goddess of abundance divine, let us thrive, let fortune be mine. I could have made that ours, but it wouldn't have rhymed. The chrysoprase, right? The fertility matching the abundance, the compassion, but the authenticity and uplifting, right? That there's something in our creativity there which could very much be about demonstrating love in some way, shape, or form, even if it's art. With that thinking about, mulling over, rethinking, retrograde rethinking, body care, maybe what we need so that we can be stabilized here, mentally understanding from a higher point of view how to better take care of our bodies and or others, allowing that demonstrating of love to really flow from us from an emotional place more than a mental place, right? Finding out what is important to the people we love and acting upon it, and why not include ourselves in that? What you got for it's our perfect healing mantra to tie this all together? The element of spirit, this new moon in Gemini waxing to full in Cap. Expanding inner power. This is the creativity one. So cool. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice, particularly if it's motivated by love. You are channeling divine power. And I don't care if you're chatting with somebody. I don't care if you're listening to somebody, right? Listening is part of creativity too, right? It inspires. No matter what it is you're doing, cooking, cleaning, whatever, holding a door open for somebody, that there's an ability for you to channel that into so many different forms that empower you, right? I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. That's really cool. Expanding inner power. Oh, I opened right to it. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Now, by the way, I recommend this mantra with my clients when they're dealing with rage and wrath in the heart chakra, right? Rather than burn down the village, right? Go dance, go do something, give your creativity a voice. When inner power expands, you are able to openly communicate your truths, aspirations, and ideas as a way of circulating the energy that pours in from the cosmos. So think of that, right? Here's a chakra thing. So the 8th chakra is all that like higher self, higher power, blah, blah, blah. The crown chakra is like satellite dish. So it hits there first, and usually we don't know it until it hits the third eye. But we sort of get that, and then the third eye starts decoding it. Right? You start visionary, whatever it is, words. Then you chew on it. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? I don't know all about. But once it hits your heart, right? This is the process of manifestation, incarnation, if you like. Spirit, fire, water, going to go down into earth. So as energy gets circulated by the sharing of your ideas, the universe is given permission to pour more inspiration, passion, and joy into your energy field. This is what abundance is about. This is what true fertility is about. This is spiritual abundance and spiritual fertility, but that as you express it, of course, is going to manifest into the physical world. I think that body care is why. Because if you're burnt out and exhausted, you get it, right? You know exactly what I mean. It's like, oh, great, another inspiration, right? I get there. Trust me, I get there. This is so cool. As your inner power expands, creativity becomes the life force of source energy pouring through you to inspire the embodiment of your higher self. And of course, as it hits that heart chakra, there's love is divine power, and you're going to send that down through the lower 3 chakras out into the world, demonstrating it. This is going to allow your higher self to really manifest into physical form more on the regular. This mantra is ideal for resolving creative blocks. We all have them. Healing traumas. It's a little general, but it covers it, right? And releasing blocks of stagnation. So if you're feeling stuck. Now, Virgo, we are mutable earth, changeable earth. Taurus is fixed earth. That's the one that can really get stuck. And we love them for that. They're solid and they're stable. But regardless of what's going on, it's funny, this demonstration of love on the outside and body care right on the outside, this is an inside card. Definitely that heart chakra compassion, being compassionate with yourself as well. This abundance in whatever form that you want it. But it's like all the elements are in place, but you got to flip the switch. Even if it's just sharing your ideas anonymously online, which I don't. I'm Leo Rising. Let me put this together for you with a lovely little blessing. Please take a nice deep breath, Virgo power. My collective pantheons of the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Archangel Uriel, the angels of Earth, and powers of the North, the higher selves of all involved, the Ascended Masters General Assembly. Please may the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that we need. This new moon in Gemini waxing to full in Capricorn, that we may expand our inner power, understanding that we are our most powerful when our creativity is given a voice. Working with the energy, at least, of Christ of Praise, that compassion and that authenticity, that we don't open our mouths unless we're being authentic about it, but being compassionate with ourselves, being uplifted, because we have the opportunity to manifest some of the things that we have always wanted, and the time is now, and there are wonderful things on their way. So to call to the healing angel of body care, because we may have to learn how to ground ourselves and make the body a more readily whole receptacle to receive this expanding inner power coming in and going out, so that we can demonstrate the love, which is what our gig is, from that pure, innocent, virgin place. Not that we haven't been touched, but that we are only touched mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually in the purest ways in the core of who we are, so that we may plant the seed of abundance. Ready? Breathe. Goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As I will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is. I love this theme music. I can hear it in my head at this point. It's like a soundtrack. Guys, Virgs, this is really good. Now look, here's the thing. It's general enough that if you want to really, manifest the abundance of love, with demonstrate love and that Christ of praise, and now is the time, go for it. But if this is about money, this is like a Swiss Army knife read, a witch army knife read. So lovely. Look, if you liked it, like it. Want more, subscribe. Go read my book, Words of Grace. I think you'll dig it. It's in my voice. It's a book of prayer in a way, but it's also a chakra healer. Show you what chakra's going on, right? And there's actually a how to use the book part in it, because I am a Virgo. Otherwise, really my pleasure reading for you all. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y things. Otherwise, my Virgs, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Gemini, retrogrades and all, waxing to full in Capricorn, my lovelies. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.